Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, members of the fourth realm of governance globally. My brother and Chairman Kaduk, Chief People Afolayo, my friend David Smith, and Your Excellency, the Essay to the Governor. I want to welcome you to London. My friend Don P. Good job you're doing. My name is Godson Azu, and I'm the General Secretary of UNIDO, Nigerians Diaspora here in the UK. I'm also a political commentator, social commentator on television. I also write for and co-publish a paper in Abuja called City Mail Abuja, which I run from here in the UK also. My question goes to the organizers, and looking from the new wave blowing in the country with the announcement of Nigeria being the first and the largest grown economy in Africa, overtaking South Africa at the very moment. And for a country of that to have moved from 30th within the last 5 years to 26th largest economy globally, what is going to be the exact in-roll impact of this investment summit or forum in terms of building upon the economic growth that is being mounted upon Nigeria now, as it affect the ordinary common man on the streets of Nigeria? Because the growing question is that the economy is growing, but the people at the bottom are still crying. We are made to understand that the GDP of Nigeria has grown about 7-point-something%, but our own income per person in Nigeria has also grown in the last 5 years from $1-point-something to about $2.7 per person, the capital income per person in Nigeria. But still yet, upon the whole investment opportunities that is going into Nigeria, the foreign direct investment, the diaspora investment, the individual contributions back home, still yet, how is this investments and the one you are going to do in June, and the ones that have been going on in Nigeria here in the UK, going to change the living standard of the common man in Nigeria and improve the state of social structures in Nigeria?
Thank you. Can I get the mic to the hand, please? First of all, let me start with a quotation from David Smith. And he doesn't know that I actually have this. I've been using it now for the last few weeks. First of all, we're not investment experts. We need to make that very clear. We're not experts in investment. We're just a group of Nigerians who are motivated, who have decided to create a bridge between people that want to buy and those who want to sell. Because we realized that there was a breakage in communication. So that's exactly what we're doing here. But to answer your question more directly, let me tell you how we feel that we can change the face of Nigeria. We're looking at the Nigerians who live in the UK, and I can speak for Nigerians who live in the UK because I've lived there for about 21 years now. I think we Nigerians that live here, I'll be very safe to say that vast majority of us are not very, very rich. Let's put it that way. And I would like to say that we're not also poor. But I can say very, very confidently that Nigerians that live in the UK are people who are comfortable enough who have a little bit of savings here and there in their mortgage, and they have some little bit of money, 30, 40, 50,000 pounds, 100,000 pounds perhaps, that we can invest in Nigeria. And the way we can change the face of Nigeria is that we can mobilize these Nigerians to take this money home to set up SMEs, small medium enterprises, which is the engine of development of any country. So if you look at this country, the shops that we have that we call corner shops, those are SMEs. So Nigerians that can go home and set up a small candle manufacturing company in Kaduna State or in Niger State can employ about 3 or 4 people. So when we employ about 3 or 4 people, we are taking people out of the streets to work for us. And if during the last summit that we had, over 2 days, we had over 1,000 people that came to that summit. Let's just assume that about 200 of those people go to Nigeria to invest in about 4 states. And in those states, we are able to set up SMEs that can employ about 4 or 5 people. Those 4 or 5 people will probably have family, their wives and their children. So before you know it, you are feeding about 200, 300 people just by investing in your country. And this is how we feel that this can trigger on. But you see, a journey of 1,000 years starts with the first step. So it's like a revolution that we're just starting. It's a brand new revolution. We're not asking people to come and invest in mining and set up big companies and all that. We're just saying that there are some certain areas that we can invest in, maybe mining support. And some of these things that we can do, instead of us sending money home by money transfer. And I discourage Nigerians from sending money home, because I've done it for 20 years. It's not changed the economy of my family. So what I've decided to be doing for my family is to set up small-scale sector businesses. And we've done about 3 that is very successful now. Let me give an example. There's a grandma somewhere that some family members set up a borehole business, and they sell water. And it's a very 2-man business. And all it's done is to recruit the vulcanizer that stays in front of the house to help her carry, sell the water to those who dispense water. And this woman never takes money again from the child. And I know about this story because I know that's a family member. There are people who have set up small businesses and they've recruited about 2 or 3 people. So with David, for example, we compiled about 300 different business concepts last year that Nigerians in the UK. You don't even need to know any business before coming to the summit, because we can show you close to 300 business ideas that you can take home. With $5,000, 5,000 pounds, you can set up a block making factory, and you don't have to be home. And you can just say, my brother, I don't have any money to give to you. I'm not going to be giving you money anymore, but I will give you this machine. This machine will produce, because it's a new technology that is not being used in Nigeria, you can feed yourself and feed your family, send your children to school. And this is the way we feel that we can contribute to the economy of Nigeria.
I think that's very important, and I think when I was talking to you about opportunities on your doorstep, the company that I was talking about is based in Birmingham. They are looking to sell their products through the Diaspora to provide the opportunity for people to build houses, to build clinics, to build schools, all of those things that are needed in many villages across Nigeria. It would be very expensive for the man from Birmingham to go and start going around villages trying to find people who could actually buy the machines from him and do the rest of that. And that is the traditional mindset for people who are exporting from the UK. We need to get on the plane, we need to arrive in Lagos and we'll open an office. This is very dangerous. Investment advice is very dangerous. The opportunity of the Diaspora to provide a role as an ambassador, as an introducer, as someone who can take a concept, if they like it, go and test it and take it forward. That is what we see coming from this sort of conference. And what I will be extremely excited by is when Kaduna comes with their business opportunities, and if we can engage with the Chamber of Commerce in Kaduna, they come with existing businesses that are looking for additional expertise or additional funding, So you're investing into something that has the potential to grow further. That is a very important part of the role that the diaspora can play. Not just investing money, but investing experience, investing expertise. So I think we need to broaden the conversation beyond just what can I do with my £10,000 into what can I do to help a business in Nigeria that needs to do more than it is doing.
Brilliant. That was a very poignant question, and you got two responses to that question. I see the hand of my big boss there, Mr. Femi Kutubol, one of the pioneers of the Nigerian news here. Yes, please.
Hello. Right, my question is directed to the organizers. Considering that there was an event last year, I was just wondering if you could give some insight into success stories in terms of either or both, in terms of statistics, so X number of cases were able to benefit in this regard, and probably highlight one or two success stories. Thank you.
One of the lessons learned from last year was that in a rush for us to put this summit together, we didn't put in place the proper mechanism to measure our successes beyond people telling us that they've gone to Kaduna or they've gone to or Bayelsa. So it's one of the lessons we've learned, which we are putting in place this year. For example, last year we didn't have the legal advice or the advisor, anybody to sign MOU with. So this year, this is something that we are now discussing, that we will get people to sign before they actually meet with the commissioners or the ministers that come from Nigeria. They will sign MOUs with us. We will also sign MOUs with the states. And we will say to them that anybody that you are discussing with, we want to help you follow up on this on your discussion, so that we make sure that the deals go through. One of the things we've also done to manage it is that we're inviting, apart from NIPC this year, we're bringing in NAPC, we're bringing in Bank of Industry, we're bringing in Stanbic, also bringing in obviously SMEDA. And these agencies will then help us to follow through, to make sure that whatever they're discussing with any state, that things really happen. So we don't have the statistics, I'm sorry. But from this year, because we have now we've employed a deal manager, we have a deal room manager, we have a deal room secretary, and they have their staff. And their responsibility is to actually follow through. But I'll give you an instance of one of the experiences I had last year. After the summit that we had, and you know that Bayelsa was there, so I was invited to come and say, actually Bayelsa invited me to come and say thank you to their governor for sending the delegates and all that. And after I was also privileged to address the Executive Council. After addressing them, they now said they were to take me out for lunch. And they took me to a restaurant. I don't know if any one of you knows Bayelsa here. In Yenagoa, they have one major restaurant. That's their 5-star, I think it's a foreign, it's not Chinese, but some foreign restaurant. So we went there, and as soon as I walked in, I saw this guy who was surrounded by about 5 other British investors. And the guy greeted me and said, "Oh, Mr. Bimbo Falana, don't you know me?" And I said, "No, I don't know you." And he said, "No, I was at your summit just a few weeks back. And on account of the summit I had with you, I've invited these 5 people to come and discuss businesses with Bayelsa State." We're actually talking to the Commissioner for Trade and Investment. So what the High Commissioner told me also was that, oh, somebody is talking to my state to Kaduna State, about how they can set up a mosquito manufacturing, chemical manufacturing company. This is one new technology that this guy chased us for over 1 year that he wanted to be at the summit. And we brought him to the summit. We only forced him to pay £100 to be at that summit. So when he came to that summit, he talked to, I think he spoke to Kaduna State and spoke to Bayelsa. And he's been to the 2 states now. Now this technology, this chemical, when it is manufactured, if you spray it around your house, mosquitoes cannot fly there for the next 5 years. That is how powerful it is. I was very scared because I said it's not been tested. But this man is now talking to them in states in Nigeria, talking to them in Oyo State, talking to the extent that the High Commissioner also knows that he's in his state. But because we didn't sign any MOU, we didn't follow through, we didn't have any program of knowing how the statistics will work out. We never had this information. So when I called him and I said, oh, can we talk? He said, it didn't help my time anymore. Because this is what we diasporans do to each other. Somebody goes to Nigeria to bring all of these guys, all that diasporans want to do is collect their cards, collect their contacts, and they don't talk to you anymore about it until they have a problem. But this year, we want to manage that properly. Make sure that when you are talking to Kaduna State, we know, we would have signed a document with us, which we make sure that everything is in place. We will then follow through to know how far you're, even if it's just 2 investors. And I assure you, Kaduna State, this time around, we will monitor it in a way that we will know if we have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 people that have set up businesses. By the time we're doing the one in 2015, we will have all the statistics to give to you. Thank you.